Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of FPO Yathu, our Fantasy Premier League talk show. This is our 13th episode of our talk show, and you're with me, your host, Zwelis Nizande. So, we had the international break and all that, and during this international break, I covered a few games, and I got a few stats that can help in FPL. So, what we're going to look at today in our program, being our 30th episode, we're going to look at we're going to touch on the international break, on player performances. We're also going to look at injury update on some FPO stars. I won't look at everyone, but then we're going to look at some FPO stars, and we're also going to look at game week 12 preparations. These preparations are going to um, be things like the differential pick. I'm going to help you guys look at some differential players that you can pick. We're also going to look at a must-have player in all positions. And at the end of the program, we're going to look at the captain picks for Game Week 12, and then we're going to look at the Game Week 12 fixtures. So let's dive in. All right, so starting with the international break, right? The first thing that I want to look at is who's this Bruno Fernandes. Bruno's performance has been really good, even though they lost that game, I think 2-0, the one which Cristiano Ronaldo got a red card. But then Bruno Fernandes scored a hat trick in his last match, and I really think in fantasy he's had like that up and down season. But then I think he's a guy that you can still keep in your team because he's a guy who's on penalties, and with this form, I mean, Bruno Fernandes is one of the underrated players. Just that he plays for Manchester United, which is not in a good form right now. So, but then he's going to help the team get back in shape. So, looking at another player who's in really hot form is Erling Haaland. He's actually led his country, Norway, to the World Cup. Congratulations to you, bro. Um, so Haaland scored a double to secure Norway in a World Cup position, and I think Erling Haaland is that guy that everyone has right now. If you don't have Erling Haaland, I don't know what you're doing. But then you must have him, even though he's expensive. But then you have to make sacrifices to make him fit inside your team. So another player was Mateta. Mateta scored in his second start for France. He scored a goal in the last game. And Mateta is that guy whose performance has also been like Bruno Fernandes. He'll perform in some games you not. But then these are players that you must have. Looking at another player is Strand Larson. Strand Larson for Wolves, he's bagged his first goal for Norway in the last game. And I think for Strand Larson, his performance in the Premier League hasn't really been good. But for now, I think he's got his confidence back. So we can keep him as a differential. You can get him as a differential, but then looking at his price, I think we have to see how he's going to perform in these Wolves remaining games. And then Zubimendi was also on the score sheet for Spain. Zubimendi has been performing really well this season, but then fantasy-wise, he hasn't given us that consistent points that we want. He's only appeared in some games and then he's disappeared. And then we had Ndoye, who bagged a goal and assist. Ndoye is one guy too that you guys can look at. He's really a good player. So he's like a differential, and people don't talk about him. But then Ndoye is really a good guy, guys. And these are like some cheat codes in fantasy. Some players that you must have, for you to have like a cheat code, And then Casemiro has been unstoppable, guys. I shouldn't lie. Casemiro this season has been unstoppable because if I look at his past games, he's been scoring. He's been scoring in like almost every game he's played for. So when you look at Premier League scoring, defensive contributions, he's been there. And I think Casemiro right now is a must-have. Looking at his price too, we have to get Casemiro. I'll touch that more in the differential part because I've put Casemiro as a differential. And the last player that we're going to look at is Estevão. Estevão is really in like hot form. He's bagged another goal for Brazil, and his XG has been matched together with the great Pele. So Estevão, guys, I was telling my friends last season that guys, we've bought Estevão, but then people used to say that I'm overhyping him, even though now it might sound as if it's overhyped, but then let's wait until the season ends. But then this guy is the next generation. I think Estevão is here to wipe out the generation of Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, and he's going to form the new generation together with Lamine Yamal. Because if you look at these two guys, these players are really brilliant, really playing amazing football. They're the same age. Both players are going to the World Cup, and if you look at the numbers too this season, producing nice numbers. I think Estevão has like about maybe 4 goals or something and some assists. I think his GA is about 8, if not 9, and I think it's the same thing with Yamal. And I'm going to touch this properly in the next episode. I'm going to look at their numbers together. And these guys, if you look at the numbers since they reached 18 for the international teams, the numbers are just brilliant. So I think Lamine Yamal and Estevão are going to be the next Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. So this is a thing people can debate about. Okay, so looking at our second thing today is the injury update on some FPO stars. So Gabriel is the first player who is injured. He's a defender, Gabriel Magalhaes for Arsenal. Most people have this guy, and I've sold him because I'm not really sure how long he's going to be out, or maybe if he's even going to be out. We are yet to hear the news. Calafiori is also out. A good defender for Arsenal. These two guys give you points. When I say points, they give you good points. But then they're out, so let's wait till they're back. We have Konsa for Aston Villa. He's also out. We have Karu Mitoma. He's also out. They said there's like 75% chance of playing, but then I think he won't play because he missed, I think, the past 2 games. We have Pedro Neto and Enzo Fernandez. They didn't go represent for their countries because Enzo said he has a knee problem, and I think Pedro Neto had some issues similar to Fernandez. So if you're looking to buy these guys, I think you should wait until Friday so that you hear the team news before. And then in the Magay, we have Braith White. These defenders too are good, but then they're also out. And then we have Rodrigo Muniz for Fulham, good striker, he's out. We have Frimpong, he's out for Liverpool. We have Sesko for Manchester United, he's out. We have Muhammad Kudus, he's out. Casemiro appears on this list again. They said 75% chance of playing, but then I'm not sure if he's really out because I really doubt if Casemiro is really out. But then that's on the injury list of the players. And then going to our third part of the program, we're going to look at the Game Week 12 preparations. This is how I have prepared after doing my research. So, differential picks. My first differential pick is Casemiro, even though he's out. This guy is now on 5.5 million, good price. In his past 3 game weeks, he scored 15 points, 12 points. In the previous game week, he scored 5 points. Casemiro is a good differential. I've already told you guys he's in hot form. He's been scoring, and those points can tell the can tell the evidence. Looking at his price too, very good. And then we have Yakuba Munte. Yeah, Yakubo Minte. Yeah, sorry about that. We have Yakuba Minte, who is on 6.0 million. In his past 3 game weeks, he scored 5 points, 9 points, and the previous game he scored 3 points. A nice differential too, very cheap. And then we have Jeremy Doku. Jeremy Doku scored 1 point in his previous game week, 2 points, and then 11 points. And I think this game week again is going to deliver a lot of points. So you might just get him. He's at a good price of 6.4. And then we have Aronson. This guy is 5.4. And when I saw Aronson's numbers, I was surprised because in his previous 3 game weeks, he scored 11 points, 2 points, and then 7 points. And he's priced at 5.4. And another differential is Ndoye. Ndoye is priced at 6.6, and he scored 2 points, 9 points, and then 3 points in his previous 3 game weeks. So you can see these numbers. Just other guys that I can add on. We have Pedro Neto, 7.7. He scored 8 points, 3 points, and then 9 points in his previous game weeks. And then the last one we have Kelvin Shade. He's priced at 7.0. Even though it's expensive, but it's still differential. He scored 7 points, 1 point, and 8 points in the previous 3 game weeks. So when you look at these numbers, these are like my differential guys that I feel like, well, I should pick. So I sold my defender, and I got who's this? I got okay. Let me not say that now. Let's go to the most must-have player. Must-have players. Erling Haaland is the first must-have player. We all know that we should have Erling Haaland. He's him, man. And then we have Caicedo. He's a must-have player too. He's priced at 6.1 million, which might go up. So yeah, I really feel like Caicedo this season has been banging goals, defensive as a chance, contributions, plus clean sheets. And then we have Bukayo Saka too, a good must-have player who you can also captain at times, priced at 10.1 million. We have Joan Philip Mateta at 8.1. We have Enzo Fernandez at 6.7. Also good must-have. He produces assists. We have Sarr for Crystal Palace, priced at 6.7. Really good must-have player. We have Declan Rice, priced at 6.9. We have Igor Thiago, priced at 6.2, who is a must-have striker for Brentford. We have João Pedro, priced at 7.5, a good must-have. We have Gabriel for Arsenal, even though he's injured, a good must-have. We have Julian Timber, priced at 6.1. And then we have priced at 5.8, Munoz for Crystal Palace. I'll stop here. This was the guy that I was talking about that I've replaced him with Gabriel. Because I saw that Gabriel is injured, so I was like, who should I get? And looking at the price, I sold Munoz. I sold Gabriel and got Munoz. I was thinking, should I get Lacrosse? But then something told me I'll just get Munoz. And Lacrosse is priced at 5.0. Semenyo is priced at 7.1. These are, I'm still going on the master players. I'm done with that, what I was talking about. We also have Senesi, priced at 5.0, a good defender. Van de Ven, priced at 4.8, but then gives you points. We have Raya, priced at 5.0, a good goalkeeper. We also have Roofs, the leading goalkeeper, apparently, in FPL, priced at 4.7. And then we have Nick Pope, priced at 5.2. So, after I did my defensive change, I still have one substitution, which I'm thinking of selling maybe Kudus for someone. But then I'm still figuring out who I should buy from the differential list or the must-have list. So you guys can also help in the comment section by helping me decide who I can get. So yeah, that's on the game week 12 preparations I have. And the last preparation is the captain picks. We have Erling Haaland, we have Bukayo Saka, we have Mbeumo. If I had Brian Mbeumo, I would have captain Brian Mbeumo because he's playing against Everton at Old Trafford, and I feel like this guy is going to cook in this game. But since I don't have Brian Mbeumo, I think I might go with my stubborn decision by getting Bukayo Saka as usual. You know how stubborn I am. I like getting Bukayo Saka. But then if something makes me change my mind, I might also get Erling Haaland because Haaland plays against Newcastle this weekend and Saka plays against Tottenham this weekend. So it's really tough. It's really tough. But then I think I might captain Saka. I captained him last week. I will captain him this week. Big game player, they say. So we'll see if he really is a big game player. All right, so going to our last part of the program, the game week 12 fixtures. The first game is going to be Burnley versus Chelsea. I really feel like Chelsea are in good form and they must win this game. So I'm giving it a narrow lead to Chelsea, 3-0. And then we have Bournemouth versus West Ham United. I think this is going to be a straight win for Bournemouth. Oh, it's going to be a draw. But then straight win for Bournemouth, I think 2-0. Brighton versus Brentford. This game is really going to be a tight match. I'm giving it a draw, maybe a 2-2 draw. But nevertheless, I think Brentford can walk away in this match and win. And then we have Fulham versus Sunderland. A tough match. I think it might end in a draw, or maybe Fulham might win. Because this is a match similar to Arsenal and Sunderland. You know, Fulham being Arsenal team B. And then we have Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. This is a straight win for Liverpool, even though it's going to be a narrow win. We have Wolves versus Crystal Palace. This game is going to be a tight match, but I think Crystal Palace are going to win this match. We have Leeds versus Aston Villa. A really tight match too, but I think this game is going to end in a draw or a win to Aston Villa. And then we have Arsenal versus Spurs, the big game of the weekend. Let me skip that guy. We have Manchester United versus Everton on Monday, the last game. In this game, I'm giving it to Manchester United or a draw. So this weekend, we have Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal. Yeah, I know I don't have the Arsenal portrait yet, but then by next year we're going to have the big six portraits. So this weekend we are going to have Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal. A very big match, you know. These are the supposed to drop off these ones. Just that, you know, a very big match. Okay, and. This being the North London derby, these guys have been rivals since way back. I really feel like Arsenal must win. With Arsenal's form right now, Arsenal must win. But then with what they did with Sunderland, I also doubt. But Arsenal's home. So I think this is a win for Arsenal. Yeah, I think Arsenal can win this game 3-1. Or 2-1. But then either way, Spurs is going to score. But then as a Chelsea fan, I don't want Arsenal to win. I want this game to end in a draw because we're trying to close the gap. Yeah, so that's on what we had for you this week at FPO Yathu. If you want to hear more information, or if you want to share some things, you can drop your stuff in the comment section, or we can argue in the group where we discuss different things. So last week in the group, some guy decided to captain Rhys James, and some guy decided to captain Gabriel, you know. And then people say blaming me that I told them guys to captain defenders, because this was the topic that we were talking about sometime in our group, whereby we're saying, you can captain a defender because defenders are giving you points. But then some guy was like, nah, don't captain the defense. It was more like a debate. So two guys actually did it in our league. I know the team names, but then due to respect, I won't mention you guys. But then, please, guys, when you're making those captain decisions, do them wisely. And in the end, if you make the wrong decision, don't come to me and blame me, guys. Because I've never told you to captain a defender live here. I doubt. But then I've told you my 3 captain picks this time around. If you try to say, hey, what, 3 of them, 3 of them, Haaland, Saka, Mbeumo. Those are the guys to captain this weekend. You're with me, your boy, Zwelis Tinizande. See you in our next episodes. Peace out and all the best in fantasy. And don't forget, the African Cup of Nations is going to start in a month. So game week 16, we're going to get 5 new transfers, and I'll explain everything in our next episode.